want to give you a couple of examples because, you know, it's like Dragnet, you know, it's just the facts, man. The facts really tell the stories. And I want to give you a couple of examples of how I think in the end we're going to get this story told. Just 48 hours ago, and this is not in California, so this is a nationwide problem. Heidi Lizard of Logan, Utah, testified before Congressman Henry Waxman, which, by the way, I'm excited that they're now thinking about this. She went to Washington to testify about the problem she had and her husband Keith had with Regents Blue Cross / Blue Shield of Utah. In that state, they're together. When they applied for the coverage in February of 2005, Keith noted that he had a history of back trouble, but he wasn't sure what to write in the comment section of the application. After discussing it with his agent, the insurance agent, who were also culpable, Keith wrote in the application that he had, quote, slipped discs in back, had surgery in 1996, full recovery, end quote, end quote. They were approved for coverage. On August 18, 2005, Heidi was involved in a serious mountain biking accident. She broke her neck in 2 places and her back in 5. C2 fracture in her neck was a hangman's fracture. Complete break in the neck from overextension. Several hours of neurosurgery were performed to save her spine. She spent 3 weeks in the hospital and a physical rehabilitation unit and continues physical therapy to this day. Her medical bills have totaled over $100,000. 6 months after the accident, the insurance company notified Heidi that they were rescinding her health insurance policy retroactively. Although she had made no mistakes on her application, Regents claimed that Keith failed to provide information in the application about his back, even after consulting with the agent. Okay. Now, having signed the release of records at the time of their application and been open to the agents, they had no reason to suspect that the company was missing any information. They had all the information. And so they didn't find anything wrong with her application, so they went after the husband. The same thing happened this week in our case against Blue Shield. A wife went into the hospital for routine, she had discomfort in her stomach. She ended up with gallbladder surgery. The doctors, unfortunately, in this case, made a mistake. They punctured her lung. She now has asthma with continuing treatment. They checked on her application. We even have the document where they wrote no basis for rescinding, this after from the secret unit. No basis for rescinding, unable to rescind, something like that. So then they say, well, in the next entry, the next day, let's look at the husband's. And the husband, they're from Portugal. They don't speak very good English. On the application, he had gone to his doctor, had abnormal blood test. Okay? He didn't know that, but his doctor said, you need Lipitor. Men of your age, he's about 58. Need it, they take it, so he thinks, that's a preventative thing, and I take it. So he didn't report it on his application. Except that on his medical records, which were shipped over, it was in there. But because he didn't write it down on the application, they rescinded the policy. She goes into debt, bill collectors, she can't, her credit's ruined, she can't get other insurance because she has a pre-existing condition. That's the kind of thing that we are doing, taking on these guys, and those are the kinds of facts that you guys should get out there and talk about. I also want to point out that I believe that the regulators who are regulating these industries are being client captured. They are helping the insurance industry. Certainly in California, we believe that to be the case. At the day after I filed the lawsuit against Blue Shield, they miraculously entered into a settlement with millions of dollars of fines against Blue Shield by the Department of Managed Healthcare and Arnold Schwarzenegger's appointee, Cindy Ennis, to that. Well, my suit is for $1 billion. There's $3 million they've been settled. And the next day after I filed. So I have to give you a sense of what's going on in California. The other thing I should point out is that that same head of that agency, just a week ago, admitted in the email that she thinks that the reason why she hasn't gone after one of the health insurance companies for all the violations that they've committed in California is because they're too powerful. Too powerful. She says that they're too powerful. How can that be? That's unbelievable, but they are powerful. You all know that. The health insurance industry is powerful, but that's all the more reason for us to regulate them, and to stand up to them, and to file lawsuits. I do believe the justice system is one of the places where we need to bring this action. It is a jewel of our democracy. It is still a place where justice can be served. And I believe that that's hopefully where we will get the kinds of results that we need. As you know, as you saw, we have a website, and we also have a place where people can go, protectingtheinsured.org. Go there, send people there, tell us your stories. We have former FBI investigators who are calling through 80,000 hits so far. But there are more, and we need these stories. And again, it's the facts that will tell the story about what's going on in our healthcare system in America. And we cannot get to a new system of healthcare unless we root out the corruption in the existing one. And we need your help to make that happen. And I'm hopeful that at some point we will get to that point, Dr. Duff, we already will, where we have that perp walk with one of these insurance guys. I should point out that the suits I filed are civil law enforcement actions, so there wouldn't be any criminal, except I do have, at the moment, an open criminal investigation against HealthNet. And we'll see where that goes. Thank you very much.